Hey guys, welcome back to Easel Does It Studio. My name is Michelle, and today we are going to make our own pigment paste. I have seen this done. I have not tried it, but I'm going to do something a little different. I have not seen where we've got like holidays coming up. I want to make a dark red pigment paste and a dark green pigment paste. So I bought this red. I really like the red color, but I'd like it a little bit darker. So I am going to mix in a little bit of black with the red to deepen it and do the same on the green. So these two are by Let's Resin. This one is just Tecaroos I got on Amazon. So you're going to need your whatever color that you want to create your pigment paste. You're going to need a plate, some sort of mixing tool. I'm going to try this because I just figured it would like stir it better. Some sort of containers to put your resin in. And you're going to need one part of your resin. It can be either A or B, whichever one. So when you have a little bit of resin left in the bottom of the containers, don't throw them away. Save them and you can make your own pigment paste. So I don't know the exact ratio or whatever, but so I got these two little silicone cups. I don't even think I'm going to use them. I think I'm just going to pour the resin into the plate and we'll go from there. So, and then, I don't know, I'll cast something little to try it. But I want to see if I can get the colors right first. So this one here is, my favorite resin. It's by Let's Resin. It's the casting resin. So these are almost empty. So I'm just going to use this. So I don't know. I'm going to pour like that much. I don't even know if there's like ratios or whatever. We're just winging it. We are winging it. So I'll take a spoon and I'm gonna put a fairly good amount. So, and then you just kind of blend that in. Now I could have used a like a silicone mat or something, but I figured it would just be easier to throw the plate away when I'm done. And we're going to put another scoop. And you just want to make sure that, you know, you're really mixing in that mica powder. And because you're only using one side, it's not going to cure. All right, so that on its own is actually a really pretty red. But I want to try and get it to be a little bit darker. So when you're using black to mix your colors, you have to go very little bit at a time because it will overtake your color. So I'm just putting that little bit and mixing that in. And then we can add a little bit more. So you can already see how it's darkened that red. So this way here, you can create whatever colors that you want. And I don't... So I'm thinking we're going to put... It's still kind of runny to me. All right, we're just going to put another scoop of the red, and I'm going to put a little bit more of the black. Let's see what that gives us. Because you want it somewhat thick, I'm assuming. So when you want, you know, the color of one of your pigment pastes, but you don't want the look of the pigment, I mean the mica powder, this way here you'll get a nice just color instead of it looking like mica powder, if that makes any sense. So I think that's good. So let's get some in our bottle. And I do have a paper towel here that I can clean up after. And like I said, this is my first time making it, so I really didn't know how much to mix it up. But we will see. All right, so let's get as much of that in there as we can. All right, so let me just wipe that. And we have now red pigment paste. So let me grab my marker. Deep red paste. So just writing on it so I know what it is. All right, so let's clean our stick. And I'm going to wash that off. And we're going to do the same with the green. So I'm just spraying it with some isopropyl alcohol. All right, so let me cover my red. And open the green. Let me wipe this off. And that's the thing with red, is it kind of stains everything. So there, we got that clean. So, you know, I'm just gonna get a new plate. That way there I don't have any problems with mixing. Okay, so let's pour a little bit more resin here. Because I just got in some Christmas molds, so I'm like, well, let's try making some Christmas colors. Why not? Okay. So I'm going to use 2 big scoops to start. And we will get that mixed. And I mean, that's a beautiful green in its own. But sometimes you want that dark green color, almost like an evergreen. All right, now let's take some black. Oh, I'm going to use 1 spoon this time. Now that I know the other one didn't overtake. So if you wanted this to be a blue-green, you could mix some blue in with it. It's just a really... And then you're not having to buy pigment paste. I wish I had seen the videos on how to make this before I had bought. I mean, I didn't buy a lot. I think I have a black and white, so it's not a big deal, but all right, so we're going to put a little bit more black in there. So you can kind of see the difference where this one's darker and the other one is lighter now. And we're gonna add a little bit more. All right. Okay. And let's get it in the jar. So I don't know if it should have been thicker or not, but I will get this scooped up, get it in there. I will put you on a short pause and find 2 small molds, and I'll mix up enough and we'll make 1 green and 1 red so we can test this out. So, all right, let's clean this jar. And there we have it. We have our dark green and a dark red. So I will put you on a pause. I will clean this up and grab some molds, and I will be back. All right. So what I did is I mixed up an ounce, and I divided it in 2. And I just grabbed my turtle molds. I mean, this is just so we can try it. Something in there. I mean, the outside of the molds don't really matter too much, but you know. All right, so I got 4 out. It'll probably end up we'll use the other ones too, but let me find a skinny stick if I have one. All right, only got these. I know I have some regular popsicle sticks, but I can't locate them right now, so I will just use these. All right, so let's take the green, and you know, you want to stir it just like you would any other pigment paste. All right. So I'm just going to go with a little dab on the end, and let's color it and see. Like I said, I don't even know if I used anywhere near the amount of mica powder in these, so that's why I want to try them. So I just picked up some more. All right, so I am thinking I definitely did not use enough. But note to self, all right, so before I mix the red, I am going to dump some mica powder in there, and we're going to stir that around. Because I am thinking this is not thick enough. So let me, what do I have that, all right, so I'm going to take a scoop of red. And I'm gonna dump that right in that bottle. Because I think you want it thick like a paste is what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's definitely thicker. All right, so we're gonna put another scoop. Because like I said, I've never done this before, so I didn't know what to expect, and it's been a long time since I actually watched a video on making it, so I probably should have went back and rewatched it, but you know. All right, so that to me is looking way better. And we'll put one more scoop just to be on the safe side. And then I will do the same with the green. And that way I can add some more of the green because I want it to be opaque. I don't want it to be see-through. Yeah, so see how much thicker and goopier that is? All right, so that is more like a paste. So let's add some more green in here. And I better take a clean spoon. And yeah, I'm gonna just add a big old scoop. Ooh. Hence why we do it in a plate. So then you just really want to make sure these are stirred really, really well. And what I might do is dump it out and smush it in a plate if I feel like I need to. But with the spoon, I can actually, you know, bang it on the side. All right, a little bit more. So yeah, way better, way thicker. All right. So I'm gonna use what is on this spoon and we'll mix it in here and we'll see what we get. Wow, now it's not see-through anymore. So that's, you just have to make it so it's thick. So you use a lot of mica powder. All right, so we got that one. So let's mix the red up just so we can see if this one is gonna, so basically what's like on my spoon, we'll try that. You know, and these are different sizes than you know, like when I'm making a big batch, I use the big stick. So I'm just trying to, it's on a smaller scale, but that covered it. So just that little bit. So yeah, definitely when you're making your paste, add enough mica powder to make it thick, a thick consistency. Okay. So we have got, let me clean this up. we don't have any of this crap going in where we don't want it. All right, so let me put my cover on my mica powders here before I spill it. And I'm gonna put my red pigment cover on. And we're gonna try 2 and 2 and see where we are with how much we have left here. Because sometimes it's nice to just have a pigment paste, you know, if you just don't want to. And I have a bubble right there. I will poke these around here in a minute. And I got a little much in here, so let me just scoop some out. So these molds, I ended up getting these on Amazon, and they come in a 6-pack. So you get 6 turtle molds. So we're definitely going to have plenty extra. All right, so let's get these guys poured. I mean, these are basically little test pieces for our colors, so all right, I do want them a little bit domed. And what I will do is I've been making magnets with them, but I think I'm gonna drill a hole through one of the fins or whatever you call it and make keychains out of them. All right, so I'll just dome that. All right. And let me do the red one. All right, I'm gonna spray them, and let's get these 2 out. There we go, I had a hair in that one. All right. All right. And let's get the red. And then what I will do is I'll pop these on the heat mat and I will be back on demold. All right, so I'm gonna find, I don't know, something, and let's see, we'll just pour this. We'll use up whatever we can. And we'll just do a red and green flower. So I will get these on the heat mat and I will be back to demold. Just once I clean this up. I think I can dome this one and we'll use the rest in here. We'll just kind of really make sure they're domed good. All right. So I will be back to show you the results. Okay, we are back and these are cured. So I demolded one of the red ones. And look at that color. It is spectacular. And this is the green one. So I just turned them into keychains. So I figured I would get 2 done and show you. Those are the keychains. So let's just demold these. Look at how cute these came out. This one has like little tiny micro bubbles on the shell. And these are dull molds. But overall, we were testing the colors. So I am thinking that it worked. So now we know we just have to use a lot more mica powder. But other than that, these came out super, super cute. So you could either put magnets on the back and make them fridge magnets or make them into keychains. I mean, I suppose you could even make it a pendant. It'd be kind of big. And then I ended up using this flower mold. And I just, oh my God, that came out awesome, guys. That is really, really pretty. All right, so I've seen a few people that just kind of outlined the tips of the flowers. And I have never tried that. So let's try it. Just get some paint coming out. And I am just going to do just the tips. Just to kind of give a little something, something. And I have got hairs like everywhere, guys. That actually looks really pretty with that, just that little tiny bit of gold. It really gives like a nice little accent. All right, so let's, and like I said, I'm just doing the very tips. And I know it's not quite dry, so I'm just trying to go very gently to get a little something on those inner petals. There we go. Now that screams Christmas to me. Now you could actually put a brooch pendant thing and glue that on the back. But that is beautiful. I love those two colors together. And that's the back, and there's like really no trimming or anything to do. So yeah, so that is our video and our little experiment on making mica powder, guys. I will see you on the next video. I hope you enjoyed this and it helps you. Let me know in the comments. Bye, guys.